Okay, let's start. Tank updates, Maokai. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you can play him in the jungle once more with those buffs. Okay, less health, more armor though. The problem with Maokai in the current jungle was that he was running out of mana really quick. You couldn't really do much. If someone stole your blue, the game was over, basically. Alright, damage is low, it's a mad tree, not a stat tree. Maokai's ability icons have been updated. Animations have been updated. Yeah, less health, more armor. Should work for the jungle. Less health regen. Health growth status bigger. Means better late game scaling. Alright, his passive Sap Magic. Sap Magic no longer uses a stacking system. New cooldown 30, 25, 20 seconds. Each time Maokai casts a spell or is struck by an enemy spell, Sap Magic's cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. Once per spell cast. Okay, it's not that much different. Sap Magic won't trigger if Maokai is above 95% health. Alright. Sounds good. Name Arcane's Mage Bramble Smash, his Q. Okay, mana unchanged, that's unfortunate. Cooldown also unchanged, that's fine. Cooldown is perfectly fine. Higher cast time. So there's a higher skill cap, but more chance to dodge. Isn't that actually the standard reaction time a human can have? Or like the median of it? Damage unchanged. Knockback. Enemies near Maokai are knocked back based on distance from Maokai. Closer targets are knocked back slightly more. Okay, I actually like that change. Movement speed slow. 99% for 0.25 seconds. Though that's close to a stun. Pretty much like Zillion's, like AP Zillion's slow. But for 0.25 seconds, so pretty much a bit like what's it called? Deadman's Blade. W, Twisted Advance. Mana costs down at early ranks, that's good for jungle. Cooldown unchanged. Damage. Alright, it's flat damage now. No percent health damage anymore. Lower root duration. That's a nerf to that W. Pretty huge one actually. Sapling Toss. Saplings tossed into a brush become empowered, lasting long and dealing extra damage. Now costs 60 at all ranks. Sounds good. Lower cooldown. Lower sapling duration. Okay, damage got changed. Okay, they switched W's percent health damage to E. So I noticed lower flat damage, that got nerfed, but in added percent health damage. That's actually quite a bit. And the thing is, that's also an AoE ability, so yeah, pretty good for AoE comps maybe. Plus 2% per 100 ability power, targets maximum health. Okay, the slow also got changed. It's longer, but not as hard. Fat saplings. Saplings tossed into brushless 30, 40, blah 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 seconds. They have a larger detonation radius. Enemies caught in the explosion take 100% additional damage over 2 seconds. That sounds really good for jungling though. Or for setting up traps. Sapling toss damage against non-champions is capped at 300. Yeah, that's like with a lot of abilities. Should not be OP when clearing Drakes and Barons. Okay, R is completely new as far as I know. Nature's Grass creates a massive wall of brambles that slowly advance forward. Each bramble damages and roots the first enemy champion hit. The wall is comprised of 5 brambles, each of which can affect 1 champion. Okay, so if you hit somebody, that bramble dies or disappears, I guess. There's the root scaling depending on the distance traveled. But just for 1000 distance, after that it stops scaling. Got new splash art. Sejuani. Let's see, general. Fury of the North. Base stats, lower base armor, higher armor growth stat, so it's gonna be better late game. Higher attack range. Yep, they're gonna come out tomorrow, Stefan. Like tonight. Lower base attack damage. Attack damage growth stat also lowered. Lower attack speed. Higher attack speed growth stat. Alright, let's see the abilities. Passive Fury of the North, Frost Armor. After not taking damage for a while, Sejuani gains bonus resistances and slow immunity. Frost Armor briefly lingers after Sejuani takes damage. Okay, that's pretty cool. Bonus resistances. Frost Armor doubles Sejuani's total resistances and then adds 100 additional bonus armor and magic resist. Alright. That's a fucking lot. Sejuani is immune to slows while Frost Armor holds. Ninja, 1, 2, or 3 seconds. Frost Armor recharges after 9 seconds of not taking damage. Damage from minions or small ones neither breaks Frost Armor nor interrupts its restart timer. Icebreaker. Enemies stunned by Sejuani are frozen, causing her first spell or attack against them to deal bonus damage. Whoa, alright. 10, 50, or 20% targets maximum health. That's pretty huge. Q. Lower mana costs all throughout the game. Lower cooldowns. In the beginning, at least. Damage. Damage is lowered. Also scales less, a little bit worse. Knockup duration is 0.5 seconds instead of 0.75. Thing is, I haven't really played much Sejuani at all. I think I tried her once when she came out or something and I never played her again because I really don't like her playstyle. They removed her area knockup. W. Sejuani swings her mace in an arc, then lashes out in a line. Both hits deal damage and apply frosts. First hit. Man, so much percent health damage, holy shit. Second hit delay. Starting after the first hit. Sejuani can move freely during Winter's Wrath. Both swings will strike in the cast direction, but their hitboxes follow Sejuani's movement. E. Permafrost. Sejuani and nearby melee allies apply frost with their basic attacks. That's an aura now? Stacking up to 4 enemies, 4 times. Sejuani can cast permafrost on enemies with max frost stacks. Per target cooldown. Okay. Not bad. Actually, that sounds pretty overpowered to me right now. But that might be because I haven't really played Sejuani. Throws a true ice bola, damaging and stunning the first enemy jumping hit. Bolas that travel before exploding are empowered. Bolas are empowered after 400 distance. Stun is 1 second, doubled for empowered bolas. Triggers but is not prevented by permafrost per target stun cooldown. Empowered bolas also leave behind an ice storm that explodes after a brief relay. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty damn overloaded to me. Holy cow. Alright, Zac. I've already seen Zac's new abilities in videos, I think. Especially his ultimate. It's pretty fucking cool right now. Passive is unchanged. Stretching strike. Zac's arms stretch, grabbing the first enemy it hits. Zac then grabs the next enemy he basic attacks and throws them toward each other. Okay, I haven't heard about that yet. Cost 4% of current health. A slight slow. Bonus attack range for that. And collision AoE damage. How does that work? So you Q somebody grab that guy, and if you then basic attack someone else, you throw them toward each other. How long can you hold people with grabbing? I don't think I understand how that works yet. I have to see that in a video. I try it myself. Okay, W is unchanged. Actually, W is a pretty boring ability. E, elastic slingshot. Don't think they changed much of that. Automatical cancels after. Stop chilling. Okay, it's shorter. Refund on cancel. Cancel slingshots. Refund 50% cooldown. Oh, that's unchanged. Damage slightly. Yeah, scaling slightly less. Also somewhat lower in the beginning. Knock up 0.5 seconds. I like that. I think that that knock up was way too long for an ability with such a short cooldown. Extra goods, X spawns a chunk of cool for every blah blah blah. We know that. Alright, R, let's bounce. That's what I've seen in videos already. X squishes himself down on cast, becoming immune to crowd control and slowing enemies above him while charging. Enemies above Zac are slowed by 30, 40, 50%. Let's bounce. Become fully charged after 1 second and can be held for an additional 1.5 seconds thereafter. If Let's Bounce is released before Zac charges for at least 1 second, Zac knocks back nearby enemies on release. Fully charged cast causes Zac to suck up all enemies standing on top of him and carry them to the target location. That ability is so fucked up. I don't know if you've seen the video of Vandrel where he puts like the whole enemy team into Zac, sucks them up and jumps with them into an Nunu ultimate for an instant pentakill. I don't think that will actually happen in the game because it has to load up for so long. But yeah, we will see. Okay, we also got loads of new items. Tank items, I think, especially. Provides health and magic resist, increases durability against repeated casts of the same spell. It's not really Riot's opinion right now. Just want to see the stats. Cost 2.8k gold. Build path is null magic mana spectre's call, rejuvenation beat, and 1000 gold. 300 health, 55 magic resist, 10% cooldown reduction. Every fucking item has cooldown reduction currently. There's like no way to not get 40% cooldown reduction on so many gems. Unique passive. Taking damage from a spell or effect reduces all subsequent magic damage from that spell or effect by 15% for 4 seconds. That means you should buy this item against, for example, Malzahar or Swain, stuff like that. AP damage casters with like non-burst casters, I guess, if I get that right. Yeah, right. Brand could also work. So if that activates when the first brand ultimate bounce hits you, the next ones are not gonna do as much damage, I guess. Also counts for the passive. Yeah, Cassio also works, right? That item is actually pretty good against Cassiopeia. Alright, next one. Gargoyle Stoneplate. Provides armor and magic resist. Gain more resistance when near multiple enemy champions. Active, grants bonus health but reduces your damage. More health grant if near multiple enemy champions. That sounds like Aurelia's passive. That might actually be a really good item on Aurelia. Let's see. Unique passive stone skin. If 3+ enemy champions are nearby, gain 40. Okay. If 3+ enemy champions are nearby, gain 40 bonus armor and magic resistance. That's huge. Especially for engages. Unique active. metallicize. For 4 seconds, grow in size and gain bonus health equal to 40% of your maximum health, but reduce damage dealt by 60%. If stone skin is active, the health increase becomes 100% instead. Holy cow. Holy cow. This item is freaking strong. Holy cow. That doesn't go for true damage, right? Does it? Damage dealt. Well, maybe it does, I'm not sure. It's probably also for true damage. Otherwise, an item would be extremely OP on Aurelia, in my opinion. Durability item adjustments. Sunfire Cape, health down, armor up, burn radius down, burn damage down versus champions, up versus non-champions. Well, better for split pushes. Okay, 75 less health, 10 more armor, more burn damage, 200% against minions and monsters. That's pretty huge actually. Lower burn radius is fine, I guess. Won't change too much. Bamisina burn rate is down. Alright, let's see. Jungle changes. Burn rate is down, burn damage down versus champions, up versus non-champions. Burn damage. Okay, that's gonna be huge on early game tank junglers. Like on early game on tank junglers. That's what I wanted to say. Plus 200% damage against minions and monsters. Well, maybe Maokai will work in the jungle again after all. We will see. We gotta try a lot of stuff tomorrow. Next item, Spirit Visage. Health down, magic resist up, healing bonus up. Sounds good for Nidalee. I like that. Spectre Scowl. Well, these are just adjustments. Deadman's Plate. Health down, armor up. Deadman's Plate is designed to help melee champs close the gap. Yeah, health down. Gain up to 20 momentum stacks per second while moving. Crushing blow slow no longer decays over the duration. Okay. Remove basic attacks while below momentum stacks no longer pushing. Okay, now it only works at full stacks apparently. Remnant's Omen health down, crit strike damage reduction up. That's a good change, I like that. Active slow strength up, but duration down. Oh, it's a pretty good change in my opinion. So all nearby enemies for 55% for 2 seconds. 55% is a lot. Warmock's Armor. Warmock's Heart passive activates at a lower threshold and regenerates more health. Activation threshold 2750. 5% max health per second. Holy cow. What's going on? Cooldown upon taking damage is also 2 seconds slower. Minion damage only puts Warmock's Heart on a 3-second cooldown. Sounds fair. Banshee's Wail. Now a mage item. Health removed, ability power added. Build path. Okay, Fiendish Codex. No magic mantle. Blasting Wand. Pretty expensive. 70 ability power. Health. Magic resist. No longer grants health. No longer grants health regen. But the spell shield is still the same, I guess. Yep. Alright, Abyssal Scepter is now a tank item. Spectre Skull, Negatron Cloak. 300 health. Costs more. With health regeneration. More magic resist, cooldown reduction unchanged. No longer grants ability power. Nearby enemy champions take 10% more magic damage, also unchanged. Okay, let's go to Garden Angel. Now a physical damage item. So many changes. Holy. Total cost unchanged. Now builds of BF Sword and Cloth Armor. For the attack damage, half the armor, no longer grants magic resist. Upon taking lethal damage, restore 50% of base health and 30% of maximum mana after 4 seconds of stasis. That might actually be a huge AD carry buff. Especially at low elos, I guess. Sterix Gauge. Base attack damage bonus up. Lifeline shield now scales with bonus health, not max health. 30% base attack damage. I'm taking at least 400 to 1.8k damage based on level within 5 seconds. Gain a rapidly decaying shield for 75% of your bonus health for 8 seconds. When lifeline triggers grow in size and strength, gaining 40% additional base attack damage. I have to do the math on that, I'm not sure. But it sounds like a buff to me. For tanks. Or Brutus especially. GA first item. Yeah, why not, right? Nah, it's probably too low in damage for that. No longer reduces damage from basic attacks or single target spells. Now regenerates health after taking damage from an enemy champion. So that's good for melees against poke, for like melee against range. Shield Slam. Basic attacks deal plus 5 damage on it. Alright. No longer reduces damage from basic attacks. Regain 20 health over 10 seconds after taking damage from an enemy champion. What's the cooldown on that though? Not. Or those 10 seconds. Does it stack? Probably not. Lifesteal items. Cost of Blade of the Rune King up. I like that change because everybody buys that right now on every freaking ADC. Death Stance. It buffed a lot. Damage deferred, take damage. Okay, that item might actually see lots, like more play again. Bloodthirster buff 5 AD, Raven's Hydra buff 5 AD. Infinity Edge 200 gold less, Zeal 100 gold less, Keiichi's Shard 50 gold more, but 10 higher proc damage, worth the gold I guess. Rune's Hurricane, okay. Did they change about that? Zeal Dagger plus 800 gold. Total cost is still 2.6k. Secondary bolt damage 40% of total attack damage. Okay. That's quite the big buff. All in all, I'd say these are 80 carry buffs on most of the items. Holy cow. Rapid Fire Cannon and Static Shift cannibalize each other's strength due to energize proc damage not stacking. We're trying to better differentiate the two in ways that also make their combination more compelling. Long range Chain Lightning, we're in there. RCs here not to only amp up your range but also charge your energized effects fast and rapidly, one might say. Kappa. Cost 50 gold more. Damage to champions is slightly less. We're scaling. And attacks become energized 25% faster. Probably the same for Static Shift then. Yep. Yeah, pretty much the same. Phantom Dancer gold up, combine cost also up. Armor penetration items. Okay, less armor penetration means tanks are stronger. Slightly less gold, less armor penetration. Okay. They buffed that up for 5%. Less armor penetration, maximum shred is now 24%. Okay, support items and quests, Stefan, that's your part. Earn enough gold from a support item to unlock a new effect. Playing well as a support often means intentionally foregoing actions that grant gold or experience. The two main axes of power in League. Ancient Coin line. While the targets and spell thieves lines encourage supports to play an active role in the laning phase, last setting / trading, Ancient Coin's gameplay consists of be in lane. Yeah. I actually thought of that as the most boring support item in there is. Favor update. Favor. Never enemy minions killed by anyone other than Ancient Coin's holder have a chance to drop either a gold or a mana coin to picked up by the coin user. Stefan, you will like that. After one coin type has spawned, the next spawn is guaranteed to be the other type. Alright. Coin pickup range scales moderately with champion attack range. 20 gold for Ancient Coin increased to 30 gold for Nomad's Medallion, Talisman of Ascension and Eye of Oasis. Ancient Coin now upgrades, and its upgrades now grant plus 2 gold per 10 seconds. Oh, those items are actually back. Reminds me of Hall of Gold. Quest rewards. Complete Ancient Coin's quest by earning 650 gold through the Favor passive and upgrading to Nomad's Medallion or higher. Favor is upgraded to Emperor's Favor on quest completion, causing takedowns on enemy champions to spawn gold and mana coins. On quest completion, gain an elixir of skill that instantly grants a skill point when consumed. You still have a max of 18 skill points per game, meaning you'll finish leveling your abilities at level 17. The elixir is automatically consumed if no inventory space is able. It's gonna be really huge for level 6 fights. Yeah, okay, you probably won't get that before you hit level 6 or level 5 rather. But there might be support gems where you hit your what's it called? Your strong point faster with the second point in Ultimate, for example. Relic Shield line. Complete Relic Shield quest by earning 650 gold with the Spell of 4 passive. Relic Shield's item line gains shield battery and quest completion, granting a permanent shield that regenerates out of combat. Executing minions accelerates the regeneration. So that's for engage or tank supports, I suppose. Alright, let's see Spell Thief's Edge. Same quest, of course. Tribute is upgraded to Queen's Tribute on quest completion, causing procs to grant a short burst of movement speed. So when you hit somebody, you're gonna get a burst of movement speed, is that right? Can only proc once every 1.5 seconds. Lasting minions disabled tribute for 6 seconds, stacking per minion kill. Less mana regen, higher ability power. Good for more aggressive supports. But you gotta choose your fights better. I'm talking to the Stefan written with F. Stefan Sol. Higher ability power, of course. Less mana regen. Less mana regen, more ability power. Contribution clarity. Crowd control name display. Charmed. I've already seen that in videos. So when you get suppressed, it says suppressed. When you get stunned, it says stunned. When you get charmed, it says charmed, etc., etc. Probably also works for slows then. End of game stats. Damage mitigated on self. Damage dealt on objectives. Yeah, everybody was waiting for that, finally. Like, there's no reason to have a stat that tells you how many towers you killed. Like, that one is way more important. It's gonna be interesting to look at. Damage dealt to turrets. Just as important as that. And vision score, measuring how effective your vision contribution or denial was. That's pretty damn cool. Really looking forward to that. Hold up. This one needs a bit more time in the shop. Crowd control store. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Active item feedback. Ever wonder just how effectively you used your items? Wonder no longer, as we're giving you numbers to track the answer to that very question. Damage redirected, because crystal successful calendars, redemption, healing done, and damage dealt. Really like that they show those stats now. Spell attribution VFX. It can be hard to tell and thus appreciate who casts certain summoner spells or items on a target. This change adds a small VFX trail from caster to castee. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that change. Death VFX are old. Okay, I think you can see the color of the, yeah, right. It sends a beam up in the team's color. So in like huge team fights where you can see stuff, it's gonna add to some clarity. Looks good. Active item HUD. The active castable portion of our items contains a lot of power and gold efficiency when used. Yeah. This change adds a thicker and more prominent border. Okay, that's not really interesting. Yeah, Rift Herald. Everybody has probably already heard about that. If you now kill him, you get like an item. And you can spawn Rift Herald in lane. And she or he rams the tower for like 400 true damage or something like that. That's gonna be a huge objective now. For tower pushing. Probably a pretty huge indirect nerf to stuff like 6 or Nivea. Depending on how fast you can kill that new Rift Herald. I didn't look at that yet. Same spawn time. Slightly less damage. Higher attack range. Probably also bigger now. 10 seconds reduced by... I can probably kill him much faster now, especially when you're going onto him with like 3 or 4 people. Because right now it's not really worth doing it with more than 2 people. Broken Rift Herald's eye deals 7% of a maximum health as damage. Okay. Would open it below 50%. Gold rod 25 to a killer. Okay. Not worth it in gold terms. At the start of the fight, Rift Herald wins up and shouts forward, knocking aside enemies she passes through and damaging them for double her attack damage. Holy cow. At certain health thresholds, Rift Herald wins up for an attack that deals triple her attack damage to the code in front of her. Reward. Yeah, you get that item and you can channel that item to summon her. God, so many changes. Rift Herald returned. When summoned, Rift Herald will head to the nearest lane and start killing enemy minions and structures. Based on average level of game, movement speed, attack damage. Basic attack 3% of Herald's current health in addition to base AD, so she deals more damage when she's full AP, opposing to when she's low. Turret leap attack, we've seen that in videos already. That's huge, man. Can push towers so much faster with her. Yep, already saw that. Let's see champions. Magic resist per level. Champions who previously gained no magic resist per level now gain 0.5 per level. Need buff. Awesome. Yep, Graves got his cigar back, as you can see. We've already had Reddit threads about that. Collateral damage can have strong combo potential, but Graves can't have a built-in way to ignore its trade-offs. Graves can no longer queue multiple spells during his basic attack animation. Aww. Yep. But I don't really like changes like that. I think that adds to the fun of playing a champion. So yeah, it's the same as removing Nidalee's auto attack resets. I don't like these changes, but whatever, I don't really play Graves, so not my problem, I guess. Bug fix for Renekton. Call the meek range now probably scales with all size modifying effects, not just dominus. That's a good fix. I'm not really interested in these bug fixes. They're not huge, so no longer deals an extra tick of damage on cast. Okay. Spell flux still spreads if its target dies while is mid-air. Fist can sap this magic sees on trinit damage over time ticks, including the initial application, no longer count as spell hits. Shan, trials, assault, and part attacks no longer count as spell hits. Oh, Poacher's Jerk. It's gonna be interesting. Less gold, less combined cost, less attack damage. I'm not sure if anybody's gonna buy that with these changes. It's not gonna change much in my opinion. Teleport. Teleport is cast off screen. It will search for a nearby unit to target. Spells can no longer be queued during teleport's channel time. Rotating game modes. Really interesting in that. And those bug fixes, I'm not gonna go through them. I guess you can do that yourself. Darkstar Kha'Zix looks awesome, looks Oriana same. Chroma skins. Well, I guess that's it. I knew it. First comment, the cigar returns. GG. Alright, I guess that's it for the patch notes and patch 7.9. Yeah, it's probably gonna change a lot in the game. Games are gonna be chaos tomorrow until people learn how to use all that new stuff. Especially the objectives and the 3 new tanks. It's gonna cause a lot of confusion early on, especially for people that do not read patch notes, because the patch notes are really fucking long. Really, a lot got changed. This is gonna take a while to settle. Alright. Stefana is still there.